Hey, welcome everybody. Kelly here from Beacon Off-Road and Supply. So today we're in the shop. I want to share with you my new 2024 Tacoma. It's a double cab long box and it's an off-road package. So in this video, I wanted to share a couple of things with you. I've been a technician for about 26 years now and a shop owner for about 11. So whenever you get a new vehicle, there's definitely some things that you may or may not think about on the maintenance side and getting used to your new vehicle. So anyways, let me share a quick few tips with you. I want to make this really short and sweet, but you might get some value out of this. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. Okay, so let's talk about the very first thing. So this truck is obviously brand new and it's been PDI'd. If you don't know what a PDI is, that's a pre-delivery inspection. Every new vehicle that comes out of a dealer will have a PDI done it by a certified technician. Well, at least that's what we hope it is. It could be an apprentice as well who's doing these PDIs. Usually the techs, the dealers, the PDI is sort of what we would call sort of a gravy job, and usually all techs get it and the apprentices usually don't, but that might be the case at that dealer on that day or whatever it is. So of course, it's great to trust people, but you just never know. Go through your vehicle and check it over quickly, top to bottom. Check your tire pressures, check all your fluids, and just give it a quick once over. Most people would never really think to do that on a brand new vehicle, but you know what, for what it's worth, maybe you find something small right away and you get it back to the dealer and get it covered under your warranty, but either way, check all those things right away. Now, one of the things we might want to consider is break-in period. So most vehicles don't really have too much of a break-in period these days. This has been covered on YouTube quite a bit, I would say, but you know what, just give it a moderate, regular drive. Don't pin it too hard. Don't go on crazy long drives. Don't tow anything. Just drive it around normal for a little while, probably the first 1,000 miles or so. Just take it easy, just drive it like normal. Some might say this might be overkill, but if you really wanted to and you really love your vehicle and you plan on keeping it for a very long time, you know what, you could perform an oil change after about the first 1,000 kilometers. You know what, you could cut the filter open, you could check into it. A lot of guys will get probably buy into the dealer maintenance package, so that may or may not be a case for you, but hey, if it's your vehicle and you're doing your own wrenching or doing your own oil change, you know what, for what it's worth, throw an oil change at it for the first 1,000 kilometers. Why not? Okay, now here's something that a lot of people don't do. In the past, I've even been guilty by myself of doing this, but you know what, I've seen it in a video once and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna actually do this, and that is reading the owner's manual. I can guarantee you, if you read this manual, you're going to learn something, even if you're a seasoned guy that knows almost everything about vehicles. When it comes to new technology, there's always something new to learn. Maybe you can skip through some of it, maybe not, but I'm telling you, read all of this. As you can see, especially when it comes to technology, it has a separate book just on multimedia. So even myself, I just jumped in the vehicle and drove it home and I started messing with a few things. And you know what? There was a couple things I actually couldn't figure out right away. So the multimedia book, read that one for sure. And then of course, read your owner's manual. I guarantee you're gonna learn something. All right, next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna open the hood. Let's familiarize ourselves with what's going on here. Probably not a technician and maybe things just don't come as easy to you on what's happening under here, but you're gonna wanna learn and figure out a few things. This thing has two different fuse and relay centers, one over there, one here. What does it take to do an air filter? Pop it out, have a quick look at it. Obviously, simple things like what grade of oil are we using? What kind of brake fluid does it use? Where's the washer fluid? Checking into the coolant. Obviously learning how to check the oil. Unfortunately, there's no dipstick here, just like on the third generation. It's a bottom fill on the transmission. Learning about these different things. And of course, for a lot of Toyota owners, this is going to be their first turbo vehicle, right? So learn what you might want to do to maintain this vehicle a little bit differently. Learn what you can. And that goes back to reading the service manual. There's probably a bunch of this information in there. So this is one that I see quite a bit. I have two shops. I got the off-road shop and I got my repair shop. That one, we do a lot of tire servicing as well. A lot of people have no idea how to jack up their vehicle, take a tire off, and that's something that's pretty crucial, especially like if you're on a highway trip or if you're alone or you're somewhere where it's just not simple to just walk somewhere or quickly get picked up by somebody if you're outside of city limits or whatever it is. So anyways, learn about that. You're gonna find on the passenger rear, pretty straightforward, there is the jack and the tools. So anyways, pull that stuff out and learn how to use it. One of the ones that we see a lot of the time too is people don't even know where the hole is. So it's right here, and what a lot of also you'll see what happened is it's gonna be nighttime, you're alone, you know, maybe your phone doesn't work, your light doesn't work, whatever it is, and you don't have no idea what is supposed to happen inside there. So anyways, there's a little slot for the tool to go in. Just quickly show you here with the camera. So when we put the tool in the hole, that's what lines up, and that's basically what we're turning. And you know, sometimes it's hard to fiddle with. You might not, if you have never done it or had a look at it, you might not even understand it. So anyways, do yourself a favor, learn how to do that. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about maintenance. So obviously we buy Toyotas because they hold the value, they're reliable, we love them. So anyways, one thing that's going to help you hold that value is having good records. So you might not be able to put in the actual dollar values, but when you do go to sell the vehicle, having great records, you know, that the next person that's going to buy it, they have good confidence that it was taken care of, and you literally have the evidence to prove it. So keep a good record book. Take your pictures, throw some stuff in the file if you need to, you know, keep a log in your phone, but write everything down, keep it in the file. So we can talk a little bit about the warranty. Obviously I'm not Toyota, I don't speak for them, but keeping good records. If you can prove that you've done your oil servicing or your maintenance servicing on time, and you have some type of logbook and record book and receipts proving, you know, the dates, the times and everything, they pretty much can't void your warranty. You don't have to service at the dealer. You can do it at home. You can do it at an aftermarket shop, but what you need to have is the proper records showing everything was done at the approved time. So if you're going to do it at home, make sure you keep good records. If you have anything else you want to share, something I might have missed, something useful to help everyone out, please drop it in the comments below. You know, the video is here just to help people out. I hope, you know, I come up with a couple of good ideas there you might not have thought of, or, you know, just to help you in any way. So please drop those in the comments below. So as far as my truck goes, I have a handful of things planned. I'm going to be making up some videos here really quickly on the truck. I'm going to be trying out a few different sets of tires, a few different sets of wheels. We're going to be doing a Peak Suspensions lift on it right away, and then later on when Dobinsons release it, we're going to end up by doing a Dobinsons lift as well. So I got a bunch of accessories and a few different things I'm going to be putting on the truck, a bunch of lighting, my roof rack, and a whole bunch of things. So anyways, if you're interested, you want to follow along, see what I'm going to be doing to the truck, please stay tuned and we'll take a deep dive into this truck, and we'll see how the 4th Gen Tacoma goes. I love it so far, honestly. So anyways, we'll catch you guys next time. Hope you liked the video today. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.